Pam and I were on the field in Kenya, living there when Living Hope was established. We had the privilege of visiting with Living Hope when we came home on furlough. Got involved in a small group and totally fell in love with Living Hope. And at the same time, Living Hope started to support us on the field, taking care of the orphans. So really, the GFE Children's Home has been a part of Living Hope from Living Hope's beginnings.
I went knowing that we would be doing a women's retreat and we would be teaching. I'm a nurse by nature, and we were just gonna be teaching a class. So those are the expectations I went with. We did the women's retreat, we did the teaching, the medical training, but walking those kids to school every morning and helping them with their homework every night was just the best for me. It was just wonderful, just a wonderful experience to love on them and just to show them that we really cared.
We were having dinner, and at the table I was sitting by a young man that had grown up in the mission, in the orphanage. And his name was James. And he's kind of quiet, had a big smile. And I found out that James had not gotten into the orphanage until he was like 10. He'd not ever been to school. His parents had died and his grandma was trying to raise him. And school was kind of not James's thing. And I could relate to James on that. And but James loved animals. James loved to garden, and I could relate to that too. And so we started having a little bit of a conversation, and over the week it just grew. We kept in touch, and even now I can say that I have even just talked to James this week. That's how often we keep in touch. So that relationship continues to grow, even though we haven't been able to go back over there.
It's been a rough time for our friends and fellow believers around the world, including the GFE home. We've seen a lot of productive activity take place during this difficult time. However, we also have seen the increased expenses of food and supplies and everything, utilities, everything that they use, that we use, has gone up. Mission teams give exposure to the ministry, and when people come back from those trips, they talk about it, and then we see others get involved and give gifts to help support the kids. We stay in touch, and that's wonderful. The technology that allows us to do that is really, really wonderful. So we do that, but yet we still yearn for the day, hopefully in the near future, when we can go again.